Hey guys, welcome to today's video and welcome on into my beauty stash. I couldn't be more excited about today's video because I have new Natasha Denona in my stash. I picked up the My Dream collection. Actually, I picked up the full collection from the Natasha Denona website during the pre-order, but it didn't arrive today. It's supposed to arrive tomorrow. So when I saw it launch at Sephora, it was like an app-only purchase for that one day. I said, you know what? I think I can get the Sephora order sooner. And so I placed my order for the palettes. So my lip products haven't arrived yet, but that's okay. And I do want to say there is a special giveaway in today's video that you guys are definitely going to want to stay tuned. This is in honor for 16K. You guys helping me get to 16K here on YouTube. I feel like I just did my 15K giveaway. You guys are just showing me so much love and support, and thank you guys so much. This is the least I could do for you guys. This is a collection that I know a lot of you are interested in, and hopefully this is an amazing collection. So far, just looking at it first glance, looks pretty great to me. So unfortunately, I will not be trying the lip products in today's video, but I think those shades are already pre-existing. The lipstick shade is the shade Natasha. So that one I know is already existing. I think the lip liner is existing as well. The only thing that's new, I believe, is the lip gloss. So I'll definitely update you guys on those lip products in a separate video. Maybe I can do a YouTube short or Instagram reel or something, but I'll do that as soon as I can. Today we're going to focus on the cheek palette and of course the eyeshadow palette. I will be creating 3 looks with the eyeshadow palette. I'll be swatching everything. I'll be giving you guys some dupes, alternative recommendations, comparisons to other palettes, not just from the same brand, but other brands that you might already have in your stash. In case you're not going to be able to pick up anything from the collection, I got you covered. That'll be towards the end of the video. Let's start first with the My Dream Cheek Trio. So this is a trio of 2 highlighters and 1 cream blush. So all of these formulas are new. This formula is, I'm saying it's new, but it's like an updated formula. So I just want to go through them really quick, just in case you guys are wondering, well, what's the formula like? You know, what can we expect? The blush shade is called Natasha, and of course it is a cream blush. Now, according to the Natasha Denona website, it's a new formula using cross-link gel tech for a flexible feel with a long-lasting matte finish. This highlighter shade right here, this is the Glow Cream Base Highlighter. That same imprint is the one that is on her I Need a Nude Glow highlighter. I have like the full-size version of it, but it's the same texture. So this one is the updated formula. It says it's a poured cream version of the Face Glow Cream Shimmer formula. It says it has a textured 3D printed surface for maximum payoff. And then last but not least, we have Dream Glow. This Dream Glow is a new formula. It says that it is a universally flattering neutral champagne highlight in a new gel to powder formula with a glazed shimmering finish. And you do get a mirror. I like that she gives that little frosted cover. For me, that I take pictures and have this YouTube channel, that helps out a lot. And it's like that soft touch packaging. And yeah, this one retails for $48. Now let's move on to the eyeshadow palette. This is the My Dream palette, same type of packaging. This is a 15 pan palette. This is the midi size, but it's not $65 like the other ones are. This has gone up in price and it is $69. You can pop out the shades on the back, rearrange them, or put them into other palettes if you wish. This palette contains 13 new shades and 2 pre-existing shades. I knew that Blackest Black was a pre-existing shade and a shade that is loved by so many of you out there. And then I asked you all on my community tab, hey, help me out. Which is the second repeat shade? You all told me me it was this one. This one is from the Star palette. This shade is called Serenity, and on the Natasha Denona website, they have these labeled not just by shade names, which are already here in the palette, but also by numbers. So one of y'all was kind enough to figure that out. I don't have the Star palette, so I probably would have never figured that out. So thank you so much to whoever let me know. But Black is Black and Serenity are pre-existing shades. Everything else is new. And obviously this My Dream collection, these are the shades that Natasha Denona loves and that she, you know, just wanted to curate a collection, an eyeshadow palette based off of these shades that she really gravitates towards. I'll be honest, when I first saw this palette, I immediately thought of a retro. So we'll do those comparisons towards the end, and we'll see, guys. We'll see if this is worth your $69, if it is worth checking out. I am so excited. I'll be creating 3 looks for you guys today. Of course, I will be using all 3 shades in the cheek trio. And if it is your first time here on my channel, I think you picked a fantastic video to click on. First and foremost, hello and welcome. My name is Steff. This is what I love to do. I love trying out new makeup. You always see the latest and greatest in makeup reviews, multiple looks with eyeshadow palettes, which I'll be doing 3 looks today, makeup ranking videos, all of that good stuff. If that sounds great to you and you guys want to see my videos on pretty much a daily basis, because I do tend to upload quite a bit, do me a favor and click on the subscribe button and hit the bell next to it. That way you'll be notified every time I do drop a new video. I tend to upload in the evenings during the week. And if you like what you see, if you are just as excited about this new Natasha Denona My Dream collection as I am, give this video a thumbs up before you go. As usual, guys, everything that I'm using both on and off camera will be linked and listed in the description box. Some of those links might be affiliate links, so if you do end up shopping through them, I thank you so much for supporting me and my channel. I'm so excited, guys. I am excited to try out these new goodies, and I'm even more excited that one of you lucky viewers out there, you're gonna win both of these palettes. Definitely stay tuned so you can find out. If you guys want to see the new Natasha Denona My Dream collection in action, keep on watching. Okay, guys, so let's start first with the cheek trio. I do want to point out, I did review, or I do have on a new concealer and powder in today's video. I picked up these products from Vive. So I have powder on this cheek, but I don't have powder on this cheek. And same with my under eye area. I don't have powder on this under eye, but I do have powder over here. So really quick, let me just do a quick touch up. Can you believe I forgot to touch up the powder? I've had this makeup on for over 10 hours already. This is the new powder. I'm just gonna touch up my nose. I purposely didn't wear bronzer today because I knew we were getting, you know, this little cheek palette, and I definitely wanted to try it out for you guys. And we'll see how these cream and gel to powder formulas do on top of a set complexion, because I do know some of you, you need to set your makeup. I get it. I understand. I'm a normal to oily skin type, so I got you covered. We're going to start first with the Natasha blush. So I'm going to use my e.l.f. Putty Blush Brush. Let me just spot clean it real quick. We'll go ahead and dip in here. I'll probably add some bronzer to my forehead and to my nose when I get done swatching this for you. But for my cheeks, and that is a beautiful shade, I didn't want to have bronzer on. I really wanted you guys to see the actual shade. That's beautiful, by the way. And that is matte. It's definitely matte. And it is going over the powder just fine. Wow. That's beautiful. That's like such a wearable shade. Okay, so I think on top of an unset base, beautiful. On top of a set base, I think I like it on top of a set base just a little bit more. You can kind of see it has a bit more of a glow over here. The concealer I have on is a hydrating and a radiant finish concealer, so the blush kind of picks it up, but I think I like it over here with the set base. Okay, now let's try this highlighter right here. I'm gonna use my AOA Studio F19. We'll pick some of this up. I'll do one highlighter on one cheek and the other side. So this is a cream. This is a cream. I feel like maybe I should apply this with my finger instead of the brush. Yeah, I don't feel like it's not too intense. And for some of you, this is gonna be perfect. I like my highlighter to be a little bit more noticeable, but this seems like it's building up some. I know it's kind of hard to see because of these lights. I actually think I like the I Need a Nude Glow highlighter that's in the full size compact a little bit better than I like this one. That's a powder highlighter. So yeah, it's subtle. It's okay. It's okay. It has its purpose. And for some of you, this is definitely what you're looking for. I get it. I like a little bit more oomph in my highlighter. So yeah. Okay. Let's try this shade now. This one is Dream Glow, and Dream Glow is going to be that gel to powder formula. Now I'll go back with my Shop Miss A brush, my AOA Studios. How does this feel? Yeah, this kind of feels like that highlighter in that face palette, the Nude Glow face palette, was it? I have it behind me. I forget the name, but it's actually one of my favorite highlighters. This is the highlighter I'm looking for. I can see it, it shows up. And I think if you layer them, like do the cream first and then put this one on top, then really gonna stand out. Okay, yeah, this is exactly what I wanted. So for me, how I'm gonna use them going forward, blush first, then I'll use this one, and then I'll put this one on top. So I think I'm gonna go ahead and just do that right now. Just add a little bit of this up here. Then I'm gonna pop off camera and I'm gonna do some bronzer real quick. And then we'll get started with the 3 looks. But so far, I think this is a nice palette. I really love the packaging of both palettes. I like the shades. And this is definitely something I can see myself reaching for quite a bit. Okay guys, bronzer is on. I use Catrice Sungasm bronzer. Love this one. You can find Catrice on Amazon and on their website. And I did already prime my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Entrance Primer. So let's dive into this beautiful, beautiful palette. I have been looking at this shade since the palette was released. This is like a multi-chrome duochrome, and that's the thing. I forgot to mention which ones were multi-chromes and duochromes because I do know that she included that in the palette. I'll tell you right now. So there's several different formulas in this palette. There's matte shades, there's cream to powder, there's a shimmer, there's multi-chrome, and then there's duochrome. Instinct is one of the cream to powder shades. Thrill is a duochrome. Invention is also a duochrome. Vision is a multi-chrome shade, and Edgy is a cream to powder matte shade. The rest are just regular matte or shimmer formula. So let's get started. Actually, I think I want to do Instinct. This is the cream to powder, one of them. I think I'm going to apply this all over the lid and just blend it upwards into the crease. I've just really been looking at Instinct and Vision and Edgy. Those are the shades that I've just been focusing on, so I gotta use them first. So I'm taking Instinct on a BK203, and I'm just gonna start packing and blending upwards. I will admit, guys, sometimes the cream to powder formula throws me off a little bit. Like sometimes I have difficulty with it. Not that it's a bad shade, but I guess I'm just not used to working with cream to powder shades, shadows. So we'll see what I can do here. I will say this is giving off amazing pigmentation, and it seems to be blending really easily. Okay, so I really don't care like what it looks like right here because I'm gonna cover all of that. I just want to make sure like it looks blended up here. I think it's all right. Okay, now I'm gonna add a little bit of edging. This is also another cream to powder formula. And I'm gonna take that on a Rephr 13. I'm gonna focus that out here. Okay, I think these two cream to powder shades blend on top of one another really well. Definitely very nice complements for one another. Now I'm gonna go in with this multi-chrome. This is the shade Vision. I'm taking it on a Morphe M124. I'm gonna try not spraying the brush first. This is gonna have like a green reflect to it. It's pretty, but I think I want to spray the brush. But nice payoff just without spraying. I think that's pretty good. Just use a little bit of setting spray. Yeah, you can definitely see the difference. Adding a little bit more of edging, which was the darkest shade. Now we're gonna go in with, we're gonna do Instinct or we're gonna move, actually I'm gonna do Instinct and then I think I'll do one of these lighter shades below it. So let me start off with that one using a little BH Cosmetics pencil brush. I'm gonna keep this close to the lash line. I'm not gonna take it all the way in. Okay, same brush, I'm gonna clean it off. And now I'm gonna go into the shade, I think I'll go with Unity. I'm gonna run this right below it. Now for an inner corner highlight, I guess I'm gonna try this one. I don't feel like there's a lot of inner corner highlights in here, so I'm gonna do Spontaneous. I might also dip into the Cheek Trio if I feel I need a different shade for the inner corner highlight. Same brush, I did spray it. Okay guys, I'm gonna add some finishing touches off camera. I think I'll do some lashes today. And I will be right back to show you this completed look number 1. Okay guys, so here's the completed look number 1. The lashes I'll be using are these from Ardell. They are the Demi Wispy lashes. I do trim them down quite a bit. The mascara I'm using in today's video is from Pat McGrath and it's the Dark Star mascara. I've been wearing this mascara all day long. For the top lash line, I tightline with some Wet n Wild Breakup Proof liquid eyeliner. And for the lower waterline, I went in with one from Natasha Denona. This is her Macro Tech eyeliner and this one is in the shade Burgundy. Perfect complement for this entire palette. Love the way the look turned out. Very, very easy to create this look. No problems yet, which I don't think there will be. But let's move on to the left eye. We'll start working on look number 2. Okay, for look number 2, let's move over to this side of the palette. I think I'm gonna start first with this shade up here. This one is called Carpe Diem. And I'm taking this shade on a BK A503. I love this shade. This shade is really pretty, nice transition shade for the crease. Can also see this on the lower lash line as well. Now I'm going to go into this shade down here. The shade is called Familia, and I'm taking it on a Rephr 14. It's a really pretty shade too. Okay, I think that looks really pretty. Those are really nice shades to pair with one another. So now we gotta do some shimmer shadows. I think I'm gonna do Thrill. Let's try Thrill and then I might want to go in with Invention over here, but let me do Thrill first. I'm using a damp Morphe M124. Oh wow, this shade is beautiful. Kind of reminds me of like a rose gold. Okay, now I'm going to go in with Invention. Same brush, I'm just going to flip it around. I am going to spray it. Mixing the golds. Very pretty. These shimmers, actually all the shadows, but the shimmers are very creamy. Like you could use your finger just to apply them. That would work great too. Picking up a little bit more of Familia. Now for the lower lash line, I think I'm gonna do, kind of want to try this dark brown up here. This one is called Aspiration. I'm taking the shade on a Rephr 26, keeping it close to the lash line. Oh, that almost looks black. And it's next to Blackest Black. Let me see. I'm going to swatch these. Oh, no, they're different. Yeah. Okay. Just kind of looks black on the lower lash line. I think I'm going to go in with a little bit of Carpe Diem. Same brush. I'm just going to run that right below. This was the first shade I used. All right, now for the inner corner, I think I'm gonna go back in with Inspiration, or Invention, I should say. And I'm gonna take that on a Rephr 03. I'm not spraying it. I wanna see what it's like without spraying it. Actually, I think you can use these shimmers either way. They're really, really pigmented, very sparkly. Okay guys, I'm gonna do the finishing touches off camera and I'll be right back to show you this completed look number 2. Okay guys, here's the completed look number 2. Same everything, but for the lower waterline, I went in with a black eyeliner from Shop Miss A, just a pencil eyeliner. And this is the completed look. I love it. I love it. A nice bronze gold moment. Ooh, 2 beautiful looks. Which one am I gonna remove? I actually think it'd be easier to remove this one, so I'm probably, it pains me. I just created it. Now I have to take it off. But so far, guys, this palette is performing really well. Minimal fallout. There's a little bit of kick up in the pan, but no big deal. So let me go ahead, wash off this look, and I'll be right back, and we'll start working on the third and final look. All right, guys, let's start working on the third look. If you hear a siren or a horn, the train is going by. That's what it is. So I think what I want to do is I want to use Blackest Black. I feel like I want to pack that on the lid, but then not really. I want to use like these cool tones in here. So I think I'm going to start first with Nurture and then work my way into Blackest Black. So I'm taking Nurture on a BK 202. So I like this shade, definitely a cool toned, really pretty. Now we're gonna go into Blackest Black. Taking that on a Rephr 14. I have the shade in the Mini Xenon palette, so if you have that palette, you have the shade too. And I really do enjoy using that, that palette, but this shade in particular. It's a nice, easy to work with black. It's definitely very blendable. You can build it up. It's just a nice staple black shade. Just going over the 2 shades with the first brush, no additional product. All right, now there are 2 shades I want to use. I want to use Babies and I want to use Serenity. So I think I'm going to start first with Serenity. Serenity looks like a very smooth shade, whereas Babies definitely looks like it has some texture to it. So I'm taking Serenity on a damp Rephr 28. I'm going to apply that all over and do Babies on top, maybe just in the center. Adding a little bit more of Blackest Black. Now I'm picking up Babies with my finger. Going back in with Blackest Black. Okay, now for the lower lash line, I'm gonna go in, I think there's only 1 shade that I haven't used, and it's this one right here. It's called Risk. It's a shimmer shade. Let me see, let me try it, let me see what it does. I'm taking it on a damp Rephr 03. Ooh, that's pretty. Now for the inner corner, I'm going to go back in with Spontaneous. That's the one I have over here. I'm using the same Rephr 03. I did spray it again. Such a beautiful inner corner highlight. Okay guys, I'm gonna add the finishing touches off camera and I'll be right back to show you the completed look number 3. Okay guys, so here's the completed look number 3. Same everything. I used the same of obviously mascara, lashes, and then just that black liner on the lower waterline. I really like the way black liner in the waterline looks with this palette. I think it's a nice complement, and I love the way the look turned out. I love the way all three of the looks turned out. Let me go ahead and wrap up today's video, share with you guys my final thoughts, as well as give you guys some dupe alternative recommendations and tell you how you can be entered in today's giveaway. Okay guys, now that I've used every single shade in both of these palettes, let me go ahead and give you my thoughts. Let's start first about the cheek trio. Again, I love the packaging on both. I think it's cute, the little paint splatter. I like it, and I like it's a nude color with the black. I think it's nice. I think it's a nice product. As far as the 3 shades inside, love the shade Natasha for the cream blush. I think it's fantastic. This is a cream highlighter, which I feel could be a little bit more impactful. Kind of already talked to you guys about that during the application portion of that particular part of the video. And then of course we have the gel to powder highlight at the end. This of course is my favorite highlighter, so I definitely will be layering the two together to get that payoff, but I think they both look beautiful on the complexion. I'm really loving the blush. The blush is my favorite shade in this cheek trio. I think it's a nice complement, especially if you've never tried Natasha Denona blushes or highlighters. I mean, just the set is really pretty. If you're able to get both the palette and the cheek trio, I think, man, that would be a nice gift from me to me, right? A nice me to me gift. You guys deserve it. Next is the eyeshadow palette. This is the midi size, which this is my favorite size for Natasha Denona. I wish the price wasn't increased, but hey, what hasn't gone up in price lately? You are getting 15 different shadows. 2 of them are repeat shades, and it's this one, and I believe this one right here. The rest are all new. You get some duochromes, a multi-chrome, cream to powder, matte shimmer formula. I thought the palette was fantastic. I think that this embodies a lot of her pre-existing palette. So if you're a fan of Natasha Denona and let's say you collect all her palettes, I don't think this is for you. I think you already have this, but you probably will get it because you do collect her palettes. But if you only have maybe a handful of palettes, and maybe you already have like the glam palette, maybe you already have the bronze palette, maybe you already have the retro palette, I think you have the shades that are in here already, or you have close to the shades that are in here already. That being said, alone by itself, it's a beautiful palette. This would make a fabulous gift for somebody who loves neutral shades, both warm and cool, with a little pop of color, a little pop of berries over here in the corner. This was obviously the corner I gravitated towards the most, especially when I saw the palette. This is the multi-chrome shadow down here. It's the one I have over here on the right eye. I think the palette performs great. Even the cream to powder shadows that can sometimes give me a little bit of trouble, I use both of them over here on this side, and I loved them. I think it's great. I like the array of shadows. I like that we get a mirror, and I like the packaging. You can even pop them out on the back if you don't want to keep it in this packaging. But overall, I think Natasha Denona, I think she really did create her dream palette, because I think she took tones and shades that were from other palettes and she made something a little bit similar and threw it all in here to her My Dream palette, to where these are the shades that she gravitates towards, that she uses the most. With all of that being said, I'm gonna give the entire collection, even though I haven't tried the lippies yet, they are still on the way to me, I'm gonna give it 2 thumbs up because I love the brand. I think her quality is fantastic. I love the blush shade, especially. The blush could be my favorite shade out of both of these palettes, but everything just worked. Everything performed so well. Everything coordinated perfectly with one another. I think she has another outstanding collection on her hands. Now, let me show you guys some dupes alternatives. We'll do some comparisons to things that you might already have in your stash. All right, guys, so let's do some alternatives for this eyeshadow palette. I'm gonna first show you some Natasha Denona comparisons. So up here is the bronze palette, and I'm gonna hold that up to the My Dream palette. So you can see that some of the shades are similar. You have some of those warm tones in the My Dream palette, but they're not identical. You know, they're not spot on, but you could achieve similar looks if you have the bronze palette already. The one I really wanted to look at, especially because of the blush and the highlight, is this one right here. And this is the Glam Face palette. I was trying to remember the name, but these two are creams up here, a cream blush, cream highlight. And then of course you have your nude shadows down here. So if I put these side by side, you can see that there's definitely some similarities, and then I definitely want to swatch the blushes next to each other. So let me grab the new cream blush over here. This is the shade Natasha, putting that right there. And then I'm gonna do the one in the Glam Face palette. They actually feel different when you swatch them. The one in the Glam Face palette feels a little more creamy, and I feel like it has more of a luminosity to it than the one in the new palette, the My Dream palette. You can definitely see that this is matte and this has a bit of a glow, but they're similar, not spot on. I really do like the highlighter though in the the Glam Face palette. Just gonna put that one right there. That highlighter is spectacular. And I'm gonna swatch the gel to powder highlighter in the new palette. I just want to see how similar. Oh, they're very similar. Look at that. This is the one in the Glam, and this is the one in the new palette. Wow, I even feel like the one in the Glam palette, it's a bit more intense. I just love, that's one of my favorite highlighters that Natasha Denona has done. So there were some comparisons, a little bit of similarities to the Glam Face palette. Now I pulled out Retro. This was the palette, and when I hold them up, like you can definitely see, I feel like if you have Retro, you're not gonna need this one. What do you guys think? Sorry for the glare, but you can see why I immediately thought of Retro when I saw this palette, when I saw this color story. They are, I think they're a little too similar, but hey, these are Natasha's dream shades, so we gotta live with it, right? Here is the Glam Face palette. This is the Cool Tone palette. This is a beautiful palette, a stunning palette. And here it is next to the My Dream palette. A few similarities. Again, I definitely think you have way more color over here than what's represented in the Glam palette. And then some non-Natasha, oh, one other thing, another Natasha Denona palette. This is the Mini Xenon, and this is the one that has the same blackest black shade that is over here in the My Dream palette. So I use this palette pretty often. This is a very, very nice palette. Some other non-Natasha Denona palettes that you might already have in your stash. I know a lot of you picked up Maneater After Dark from Tarte. How stunning is this palette? You can definitely see you have the berries, the pinks, you have a matte black, you even have some green and yellow. And then when I hold it up next to the new one, well, they're both new palettes, but from Natasha Denona, there's a lot of similarities. This one, you get more shadows. It's cheaper. This one retails for $48. And then this one is, of course, $69. Both good palettes. I think either way you want to go, you're going to get some really, really nice shadows and some really amazing looks out of them. I also pulled Supreme Mauves from Artist Couture. I reviewed this palette earlier this year. But you can see it has a very similar color story. You get a little bit brighter pinks over here, but very, very similar. This one I think retails, I think it's under $40 if I'm not mistaken. You can find this one at Sephora. I also pulled out Naughty Newts from Huda Beauty. And here is that palette. You can definitely see major similarities as well. I have two more to share with you guys. This other one is from ColourPop, the Orchid You Not palette. Definitely a very berry toned palette, and when you put it up against the new one from Natasha Denona, similar, not spot on, but you probably already have some of these neutral shades to where if you just pick up, you know, maybe that pop of mauve, that pop of pink, of burgundy palette, then you can get very similar looks to what you can achieve with the My Dream palette. And then last but not least, this is a palette I include a lot, but it's an outstanding palette. And this one is the NYX Ultimate Utopia palette. I think just about any palette, this can dupe just about any palette, any palette that I put up against it. And you can see there's definitely similar tones than what's in the Natasha Denona My Dream versus over here NYX. This is a really good palette. This is a really good NYX palette. It retails for $35, but you can always get NYX on sale either on their website or on the Ulta Beauty website. I got mine from Ulta. I love this palette. I've had it for 2 years. It's still going strong in my stash, and look right here. 35 versus 69. You decide. All right, guys, so now that I've shared my 3 looks, my thoughts, my dupe alternative recommendations for the Natasha Denona My Dream Collection palettes, let me go ahead and tell you how you can enter today's giveaway. All of the details are going to be in the description box of today's video, so please make sure you look in there, you read through them to make sure you're following all of the rules. I am using a Google form that you will need to fill out. It's just asking you for some basic contact information. That is how I've been doing all of my giveaways. It's just been working out so well, and it's a very easy way for me to collect that basic information from you and to help me when I choose a winner. And I don't choose the winner. The computer chooses a winner. It is randomly selected. Now, this giveaway starts today and it closes at 6 p.m. CST on Wednesday, September the 14th. This is an international giveaway that is void where prohibited, and the winner assumes all taxes, duties, and fees associated with final delivery. I pay to ship it to you guys. If you need to pay anything else to get it to your home, you are going to be responsible for that. Of course, you must like today's video, be subscribed to my channel, and leave a comment. The comment can be maybe what look you like best, what you thought of this collection, what you thought of the palette, just anything related to the video. Make sure you comment. I will not be commenting on anybody's comments. All I'm gonna do is just like, heart the comment, and that's it. And that is because scammers have been targeting giveaways here on YouTube. So to avoid any confusion, if somebody replies to your comment and it seems like it's coming from me, it's not, because I'm not responding to any comments. Even if you ask me a question, I'm sorry, I am not going to answer it, at least not in today's video, not in the comment section. I will have a pinned comment with that information, just so you guys know. You don't think I'm ignoring your comment or anything like that. It's just to avoid scammers. That's what needs to be done. But please read the description box, fill out the Google form. That is going to be the way that you're going to enter today's giveaway, and I'm really excited. This is in honor of you guys helping me get to 16K here on YouTube. Guys, we are just growing. We are growing so fast. I'm so excited. Welcome to all of my new subscribers. Thank you guys so much for being here. Thank you guys so much for all the love and support that you have shown my channel and me personally. You guys are the best. I want to thank you guys so much for watching another one of my videos. You all have a great day or night, wherever it is you all are at. Stay hydrated, guys. Drink your water. Cheers. I'll see you all very soon. Bye.